Well, hello guys. Welcome back. Good evening, depending on where you are in this great big wide world. We are going to do another reading today. I wanted to ask how you guys are feeling. I'm going to set this up as a pre-recorded live reading, so I'm going to hop on when it loads because I am absolutely exhausted. Look, our gnome is drunk. That's how I feel. He was like this. Yep, that's how I feel. Faceplant. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. And like, it's like a soul bones tired. I can't even explain. I was going to say express. I've been putting together words recently. Tell me, I can't even talk. What is it? I'm going to blame it on the full moon in Gemini. Oh my gosh. Tell me how you guys are feeling. Are you feeling the same way? Are you feeling like you can barely move, barely formulate a sentence? And yet somehow I'm here and I'm doing a reading and I've got some kind of different decks. The Elemental Oracle, because I'm in love with this deck. And I do have the Psychic Tarot, the Masculine Madness deck by Bridget Rao. I don't use that very often. I tend to use it for twin flame readings sometimes. And then I have the Love Oracle, okay? So let us start with the Psychic Tarot, and then we'll just move through these decks. Let me know if you guys are feeling the same that I'm feeling, because I am literally wiped out. I thought maybe I have a tendency to be anemic, so I thought maybe it was my iron levels, but oh man, I'm like gonna go to bed at 6:30 p.m. I'm so tired. So I think I'm being hit really, really hard right now. Heart chakra. That just sort of flew out as I was just casually shuffling the cards. The heart chakra. So the heart chakra of the masculines, this is a masculine reading. This is for the feminines, but regarding the masculines. It's just what I'm guided to do today. So yes, the green energy, the heart energy, the masculines' hearts have opened up after being closed for about 6 months, okay, 5-6 months. The masculines ghosted the feminines. The masculines walked. The masculines were like, peace. And the feminines have been really forced to conquer once and for all any lingering codependencies on basically anything outside of themselves, okay? So the masculines are feeling so much. It's like everything that they suppressed, they're feeling at this time. It's like it's coming back, okay? And the other thing I want to say is that the feminines may be feeling this in the form of sexual feelings. Okay, so you may be feeling this like tingles in certain areas. You may be feeling this like just being really horny all of a sudden. You may be feeling this as a pull, like an actual pull in the heart. It may, sometimes when we have these heart chakra activations, it can feel like a heart attack. And I have to say as a disclaimer, if you think this is an actual physical issue, please go to the doctor. Please get tested, guys. Okay? But you know your body's best, and it can feel really alarming and really intense. It could be heart palpitations or just this massive opening, just like an expansion in the heart area. So you could feel it in different ways. But what's happening is 6 of Cups. So the masculines are remembering. Remember I said in the earlier reading today, it's a remembrance of the love. They're remembering what a beautiful validation of the other card here. Both of them validating the other. So 4s and 6s being significant. Do you remember how about 2 weeks ago in a reading, I got springtime for unions as rebirth and renewal? Well, now we see 4, which would be the month of April. April showers bring May flowers. So the month of April, I feel, is going to be very, very significant. But March will be significant as well. And whereas November and December have seen shifts, the shifts are happening behind the scenes. And that's why we may feel a little let down or disappointed or even frustrated or straight off just pissed off. Because, you've heard myself and other readers say, oh, November, December. It's not that the forward momentum isn't happening. It's that we're not yet seeing it show up, as we don't have the proof of it in the 3D. So it's just like, well, forget it. It's not happening. But that's not the case. It's just that our egos want us to stay in the dark. Our egos want us to stay frustrated and angry and upset and blaming. And as long as the feminine and the masculine are blaming each other, well, how can you come into union? So this is why the masculine's heart chakras are opening and activated at this time, because it's the remembrance of, it's memories coming up, memories of love. It's not memories of the fighting. It's memories of phone conversations, late night calls, text messages, meeting in person, and just that looking in your person's eyes and being able to see, like, you feel your own soul and it feels like home. And through everything the masculines have been through this year, and it's been a lot, feminines, they feel like you are their home. Okay. So really masculines in a tender energy right now. And the feminines are standing strong in their strength and in their power. The feminines are like a lioness right now. And they know that what's brought them to this place of the masculine opening their heart. They understand this. The feminines do. That part of the reason, a big part of the reason why this is occurring is because the feminines have healed codependency, and the feminines stepped into their power and said, well, you know what? I will do this mission with or without my masculine in the physical form, because I can no longer wait. I can no longer sit here sort of pining in this pining energy. I really feel like the pining energy for the most part has evaporated, and it's been replaced with just sheer power. Tell me how the feminine's perceiving the masculine, and then we'll look at how the masculine's perceiving the feminine. How's the feminine perceiving the masculine? The feminine does see interesting. I'm gonna have to clarify that. So we have the energy of balance, okay? The feminine is seeing the masculine as somebody who, okay, how do I want to phrase this? This is the Justice card, guys, and I feel like the feminines are feeling like justice is finally going to be brought forward by the masculines. Like the masculines are preparing to bring justice into this connection and to really say what the feminine's been waiting. Feminine's been waiting a long time, masculines, and that truth is finally going to be spoken, this heartfelt truth. But the feminines are, again, staying in their power. Sort of the feminines are the stoic ones at this time, whereas the masculines were stoic before. The feminines are having to be in that place. But also, Leo rules this strength card, and this is a strength card in the major arcana. So we have this energy of manifestation. We have this energy of heart-centeredness. We have this energy of love sort of overflowing from the feminine's cup as well. So it's interesting that we have the heart really for both counterparts. I'm just picking up on that now. And justice, this is how the feminines are seeing the masculines. This is how they're viewing them, from the lens of justice. Like, I need justice to be brought into this connection. So let's go ahead and we have a clarifier for the Justice card. Well, we have Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. There's an ignition energy, and the feminines want to get the party started. The feminines, it's like they feel this heart-centeredness. They feel their masculine's heart opening. They also feel the sensuality, the sexuality, the pull, from the masculines. And they feel the inspiration. They feel that there's beginnings that are starting to sort of show up in the spiritual realm, in the 5D. And it's like a spark, okay? So the feminines are feeling like there's something igniting the flame. The flames are being ignited. It's almost as if the flames, even though they never actually go out, guys, it's almost as if the flames, it's like they were put out by water, like the fire was put out by water, and the two flames sort of just may have even felt like your connection died. I mean, I know it's felt like that for me, like my connections, like I've used the term dead in the water. It's like for the karmic relationships, but it kind of felt that way for a lot of twins, where you just felt like it's been so long that this just feels like, was this real? Did this even happen? Did I make this all up? And a lot of you have questioned the twin flame journey, and I've even sort of pried your eyes away from these readings because it was too painful, and it just felt like this was one big lie. And so now the flame is being ignited again. So the feminines they're seeing this connection through a fresh pair of eyes, and the masculines are seeing the feminines as their true partner. They want to form an alliance. They want to work together. They want to come back together. And the masculines is exactly what's going on in the 5D realms, guys. The masculines are reaching for the feminines and saying, I need you right now. So it's like the tables have turned. It's not that the masculines are in codependent energy, because the feminines healed that for both counterparts and for the collective. So it's not that the masculines are in that energy. They're in this energy. I don't even want to call it a longing energy anymore, because that's been healed as well. It's just a tenderness and a seeing clearly after a long period of fog, a long period of really dealing with their ego and allowing the ego to finally take the back seat. So we also got deception and envy. My intuition is telling me that this is, first of all, we have a person wearing the mask, but the mask is coming off. So any deception that was occurring in these connections and your connection is coming to an end. But I do want to clarify that, because I was like, it doesn't seem like that's lining up with the other energy here. So Spirit, can you clarify deception and envy? Actually, I want to take a look at something. Okay, so this is, in this particular deck, this is 7 of Swords. Okay. And this is the 3 of Wands. Yeah, 3 of Wands working together. Okay, interesting. Okay, so let's see. There's kind of a sense, what is being worked through is, deception, like the betrayal energy, where the masculine felt like the feminine betrayed him or her by walking away. And then when I asked for a clarifier, I got 7 of Pentacles, so more 7 energy. And then 8 of Wands. So let me just sit with this for a minute, because Seven of Pentacles is the energy of having planted seeds, having sort of sown the seeds and then allowing them to grow, allowing them to sprout. And then 8 of Wands, of course, is the energy of very passionate rushing or charging forward with feelings, with emotions, with truth, with spiritual truth. Let me try this, because I'm not getting like a clear... Spirit, tell me more about deception and envy. 7 of Swords. Harmony. The Lovers. Okay. Okay, so what was blocking the Lover's energy. And I'm hearing, because the Lover's card can indicate choices sometimes between two partners or two paths. So I'm hearing what was blocking the masculine from coming forward to the feminine was feeling like he got betrayed by her, but also being envious maybe of her ability to be free. Like, a lot of the feminines are the ones that are single, not all. And a lot of the masculines are the ones that are entangled with karmic relationships. So there's this sort, I remember my masculine telling me, I'm envious, you've got your freedom. He was jealous. And there was this energy, I feel like also, like, you could have whoever you want, whenever you want, you can go wherever you want. And he didn't have that freedom, but he made the choice not to have that freedom. And I think I said that to him. And I've made the choice not to get married, not to have kids yet. And that was a choice that I made. And so that has its pros and its cons, just like having children and being married has its pros and cons. But I do feel like the masculine was sort of wearing this mask of, like, his jealousy, envy, feeling deceived by the love of his life. And that's why a lot of masculines went silent. They feel as if you deceived them. Betrayed. Like they got stabbed in the back. So they had to work through a lot of stuff, guys, a lot of yucky stuff. It was good that they stayed away. If your masculine stayed away while they were working through this, consider it an act of love. Because that was a block or an obstacle to this harmonious union, and also to them deciding to come forward and really deciding to trust the feminine and realizing, it's like they're waking up realizing she or he really did have my best interests at heart, and I can trust that person. And they're starting to open their heart to trust again. I feel like they're going to sort of test the feminine, which doesn't seem fair, I know, but they may just do like a little test just to see how you react and to see, so guys, be mindful. Be mindful, because I think we have one more damn Mercury retrograde before the end of the year. I think we might be in Mercury retrograde for New Year's Eve, actually, which is really, oh my gosh, like, can we not? Can we not? Cosmic influences, but I know it's coming up at some point. And so I feel like the feminine needs to be really open and honest. And, I've read some comments, guys. Sometimes I just kind of scroll through other videos, and some of the comments on some of these videos, not mine, because I'm, it's like you're picking up on the energy that you're reading for. So I'm reading for a very high vibe collective, and anyone else gets blocked. But it was, the comments of, my twin's a narcissist, my twin's, this or that, name calling, yuck, yuck, yuck. And I'm like, you're just really talking about yourself. That's pretty nasty. But how do you think that energy is going to bring you to union? How do you think that energy is going to bring you to oneness? It's creating more division, more separation, and it's creating more blocks and obstacles and challenges. But then you just blame everything outside of you. But really, this is all within us. It's, the ignition here of the heart chakra, the two heart chakras. It's that red string of fate connecting the two of you that's really starting to come into focus. And so just be mindful, guys. Be mindful of how you talk about your counterpart, to yourself, to others, to them. I know it was really tough there, and we went through a period where it was really tough to be positive. But moving forward, you guys are in close proximity now in the 5D, and your masculine's hearing you, okay? So in order to really continue growing this union and growing this connection closer together, and in order to bring this, I've said it once and I'll say it again, and other readers are picking up on the same energy, that this is going to be fast and furious. But in order to keep that, please just keep the lines of communication open. Please also keep your energy as clear as possible, guys. Yoga, meditation, be out in nature at this time. Be around animals. Animals are coming up really, really strongly for the collective. Adopting a pet right now, being around a family pet, or the pet of friends or whatever, or children, but really animals and nature is coming up as a really big healer right now for the twins. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Let's find out, what does the masculine wish to convey to the feminine right now? Oh, okay. Very, very clear and very validating. Thank you, masculines. Oh, damn. Okay. Well, let's start with these cards and then we'll get to the juicy stuff. The universe, okay, this is the world card. This is a 9 of Cups. Guess what? The universe is ensuring that these unions happen. The universe, it's like they're time stamped. I just heard and saw something being stamped. It's like their date stamped, their time stamped. They're going to happen. It's already happening. It's already happened in parallel universes and parallel lives. And this is, of course, the world, the end of a cycle so that fulfillment of wishes, dreams coming true can occur. It's opening the treasure chest. It is abundance, okay? Pouring in, literally pouring in here. And wisdom, you know, there's a wisdom here. It looks like this person's carrying scrolls. It looks like they're smelling the flowers. And it always looks to me like a big orange, but it's not. It's sort of just like they're sort of levitating. But it's like, this is my treasure chest. I've got everything I've ever wanted and it surrounds me. I'm surrounded by beauty. I'm surrounded by abundance. And there's an awestruck energy here that's about to float in or rush into the collective pretty furiously, you know, 8 of Wands. And it's because of all the work that the counterparts have put in the growth that's transpired this really challenging year where so many twins fell into separation, okay? And even better than that, what do the masculines wish to communicate? New beginnings. I mean, this flew out. This is the Fool card, okay? And then we have sacral chakra. This is the card where you might be feeling that sexual energy towards your counterpart. You might be feeling the restless sexual energy, creativity. This is also, this is going to be ramping up projects, ramping up abundance for the feminine in the 3D. But all of these things, guys, anytime you're working on your mission, anytime you're working to help humanity or help others or just give back in some way or create, you are in your mission. You are on your mission and you're on your path, and your masculine will meet you on your path. They're not going to meet you when you're veering off the path or you're trying to sort of, oh, I'm just going to get off the twin flame journey. That sounds great. I think all of us would have gotten off if we could at some point because it's so exhausting and so painful sometimes. But when you are on the journey and when you stay the course, you're going to regulate and balance or rebalance your sacral chakra. And this is part of what's pulling the twins together. So it's not just the heart chakra. The heart chakra is really blowing up for the masculines and really being illuminated right now for the masculines. And for the feminines, the sacral chakra is really being illuminated. And new beginnings speaks for itself. Okay, we have the card of, if I could go anywhere in the world, you know, where would I go and who would I go with and what would I want? This is the taking the first steps on the new journey after justice has been brought in. Let's go over to, I feel like these are shadow cards and I don't necessarily want to bring these in to this reading. Just not feeling it. So we're going to go over to the Elemental Oracle. Okay, combined energies, union energies, please, for December 2020 for the Twin Flame Collective. Union energies for my Twin Flame Collective. Anyone watching? Union energies, please, Spirit. We have the Fury card again. This is the element of fire, and fire can create, fire can destroy, fire can provide, right? We think of campfires can provide food, it can provide shelter, it can provide light, it can provide warmth, can provide for conversation, for community, right? People coming together around a campfire, storytelling. But I feel like this is in regards to the karma that's being burned away between the twins. You can have karma with your twin, and you can cut cords. And what I mean, you can't cut the cord entirely with your twin flame, no. But what you can do is you can cut cords to lower timelines and past lifetimes and resolving the karma. So yes, you can do that. That was a question somebody asked in an email. Okay, Spirit, tell me more about union energy, transformation, pressure. This could be in the form of tower moments coming up again. Man, I hate delivering when I see cards of patience or tower moments, but we have to remember that tower moments don't have to be destructive. Tower moments they can be destructive in a sense, but they're also constructing. It's so you can construct that new beginning. So it's like the past being burned away, the pressure is building. It's almost like pressure cooker energy, but the diamond, like I've said before in previous readings, being created under pressure, and both counterparts coming back together transformed. Tell me about the masculine energy. Tell me about the masculine energy. Masculine energy is being cleansed and cleared at this time in order to, because the masculines were involved in many karmic situations, their energy needs to be cleansed and cleared. This is why they weren't given the green light for so long. It has to be cleansed and cleared before they can come forward to the feminines. Because if they were to come forward to the feminines as they were, it would create actually more karma. They have to cleanse their energy field. This is speaking to the feminine's womb as well, okay? A female's womb. So the feminine a lot of us have been celibate. And we haven't been out there seeking connection or seeking intimacy. And so I feel like this is showing that the feminine, is so... The masculine has to come as an energetic match to the feminine, and that includes cleansing and clearing his sexual and sacral chakra. Making sure that this is clear so that I don't want to say like they're telling me the word infect, like he doesn't infect the feminine with any of the karmic energies, okay? So I'm not going to get too deep into that. I don't like talking about the karmic energies, but because what do you attract? You attract karmics, and I've seen that on other channels, and I'm just not about that at all. But let's see, feminines. What's in the feminine's energy field right now? Feminine's energy field. So the masculines are cleansing. The rain is washing away. It's like the masculines have felt dirty because of what they've dealt with, like the karmic energy. It's like they felt dirty. They're being literally cleansed. They're going to feel like they're clean. And then when they feel like they're clean is when they can come forward to the feminine. The feminine has endurance. The feminine is the rock right now in this connection. The masculine feels that it's like the realization for the masculine that this is the person that's been my rock. This is the person that I can count on, that I can rely on. This is the person that's never gone anywhere, that's never really left my side. Even if it, in the physical, we got separated, he or she would always reach out, was always there, was always loving and caring. And like they knew on some level that if they really truly needed the feminine, that they could reach out and that you would be there. And so they feel a lot of gratitude for you, and they are looking at you like, wow, this is the most powerful person I've ever encountered. This is the strongest person, I have ever encountered. And the feminine's representing that energy. So let's go over to the love oracle. That just jumped out. All right, just a message from the universe. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. Interesting, because we got Six of Cups, memories of love. So yeah, it's really about the memories. And I feel like also this is the masculine saying, the person I want to be with for the rest of my life and grow old with, you know, I want that to be the feminine. I don't want that to be this person. Like, guys, you have to understand the masculines have been sitting across from the karmics, especially more so now because everyone was stuck in their houses for most of 2020, or at least for months at a time, whereas the masculines, they couldn't avoid this person, this connection. They couldn't avoid the cracks in the connection, but also they couldn't avoid having to deal with their karma. Okay, having to deal with how much this relationship had fallen apart, wasn't in alignment with them, and didn't make them happy. And so the masculines have really thought about, well, who do I want to grow old with? You know, I had that conversation with my masculine. Who do you see yourself growing old with? You know, what's it going to be? And of course, the answer the feminine wants to hear is you. But the masculines couldn't give you that answer because they weren't in that space. They didn't feel worthy. And it doesn't feel or look like that, but that's what it comes down to, is the masculine's not feeling worthy. But it looks very different, okay, in the physical. It just looks like the masculine's rejecting the feminine. But when you don't feel worthy, think about it, when you don't feel worthy of money, you remain in poverty consciousness. When you don't feel worthy of a partner, you attract in unhealthy partners. They've decided, you know, they had decided, past tense, to stay with the unhealthy partner because that's all they thought that they were worth. So we have a card for the feminine's surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. This is actually for both twins, because we are surrendering past relationships. We are surrendering the pain. We're surrendering the struggle. It's the surrender of the struggle, surrender of codependency, the surrender of the way that these relationships and connections looked like before 2020 happened. Sacred union, honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. Yeah, confirmation. This is your sacred soulmate. This is your sacred connection. This is your divine partner, however you want to call it, twin flame. It's just a label. And I asked for a message from the masculines. Soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. So the masculines, again, this is about that 5D connection that's happening here, the heart chakra activation coming online. And the masculines are really being asked right now to really believe in the power of this connection, realizing that you are already with them. And they're being introduced, if they haven't already, to the 5D. And then for feminines, I got romance, Cupid's arrow strikes. Gosh, these cards are pretty amazing. So be prepared, feminines. Don't say I didn't warn you that for some of you, your masculines are going to come in kind of hot and heavy. Now, I do feel like they're going to come in more grounded this time. But you get to decide, do I want to accept this offer, or do I want to wait for something more solid? I do think the majority of masculines are going to have leveled up in quite a way where the feminine's going to finally feel respected and on that pedestal. And like the masculine really understands how important, how special, and just how divine this connection is. So I don't expect them to come in with that sort of lusty energy like they had in the past. That's one of the things, as the feminine was working on codependency, the masculine was working on cleansing and clearing out that lustful energy. So once again, if you were in separation, consider yourselves lucky that you didn't have to witness that or experience that, because some of the twins that are in communication, it's been very painful as the masculine has had these different karmic experiences, and the feminines had to sort of witness this or see it on social media or hear about it. Okay, so again, protection, separation is preparation, but it can also be protection. Okay, it's God's protection. Now I want to finish out the reading, but I'm feeling like I've been feeling like this with the readings lately. Like there's more messages that want to come through, but I'm so tired that I just like want to go to bed right now, honestly. So let me just take a look here and see if there's something that's calling. Okay, I'm going to go back just to the Psychic Tarot and finish up here. So what is the question that wants to be asked? Okay, I'm hearing, what do the feminines need to know in regards to keeping the faith? What do the feminines need to know in regards to keeping the faith? I just saw patience. Oh God, help me. No, no more patience. Feminine's done with that. What do the feminines need to know in regards to keeping the faith? Hi, Charlie. What's this? Solitude. Okay. Man, we're getting a lot of major arcana cards, but that card's just kind of pissing me off right now because it's the Hermit card. I thought we were past the Hermit card. So what does this have to do? Yeah, we've been in Hermit energy, Spirit. Okay. Can you clarify the Hermit energy, Spirit? Okay, thank you. Spirit's like, okay. Spirit's acknowledging that the feminine has been suffering in silence. Okay, and Spirit is acknowledging that solitude was required, but it's like it wasn't. Oh man. Okay. Give me a second. I want to see. This is 9 of Swords. Yeah, suffering. Okay. Some swords in your back. Okay, so the feminine felt alone. So where is the masculines? Oh, where is it? Oh, it's here. Deception and envy. Remember, the masculine's got 7 of Swords. So the feminine and masculine both have this sort of energy of like victim mentality that's been healed. 2 9s also very interesting. 2 9s, so very close to completion of cycles. And then of course we got the World card. So very close to that energy occurring in the physical. But understanding that this time of solitude, this time of separation was preparation. The universe is acknowledging, I know that you felt like you were stabbed in the back. So both twins felt like they were stabbed in the back by the other. And both of you decided to go into this place of rest and respite and rejuvenation and sort of just being your own best friend, like being in your own company. The masculines retreated a lot from the connection. They retreated a lot from everyone in their world and their life. And the feminines were just over here like, well, you know, I'm just like a lot of victim mentality coming up for the feminines of I'm just going to sit here and suffer in silence, that I'm, you know, the universe forgot about me, God forgot about me, and this is never going to happen. Like cycling through a lot of that energy because we had to heal once and for all of this karma from past relationships that's been coming up in dreams for a lot of us. That's what was being healed really the past 6 months of the year in preparation for this incredible, powerful eclipse. And then we have the energy of the Ace of Cups, love begins. So new beginnings. Where is that new beginnings card? The Fool energy, right? Partnerships, new beginnings, justice being brought into the connection. Lovers, a lot of major arcana here. The World card, completion of cycles, sacral chakra, heart chakra, fulfillment of wishes, 9 of Cups. I mean, this is just beautiful here. 9 of Cups in combination with the 8 of Cups. Doesn't really get any better than that. Maybe 10 of Pentacles, throw that in there. King of Pentacles, love those. But we do have a lot of energies. There's a lot of heart. There's a lot of heart in this reading. There's a lot of emotions, emotional investment, emotional vulnerability. And look, both of you deciding we want to do this together. We want to take this trip together. Both of you together, okay? So this is really how the feminine can overcome any lingering fears or doubts or confusions. It's like, why isn't this showing up? Why hasn't this happened? Why did it have to happen this way? Spirit says it had to happen because lessons were being learned. Truth was being revealed. A lot of stuff was being cleared. It would have been very, guys, those of, and I have confirmation from a close friend that was on my birthday trip with me, a twin flame who does watch the channel, that being in contact with your masculine has especially been challenging in 2020 because of the karmic cycle sort of drama, and that's sort of been stirred up, and so the feminine has had to retreat as well, but also feeling your masculine retreat. At least if you're in separation, it's like you're like prepared, you know, to just retreat, like, you know, it's what you have to do. But when you're in communication, it can be very challenging when your masculine changes habits or doesn't call when they used to, or text, or, you know, and you think that I do something wrong. So I almost feel like it's easier to be not in communication during this time. But regardless, guys, this has been your reading for tonight, ending on the Ace of Cups energy, okay? So all of this, the solitude, the suffering and silence, being stabbed in the back, feeling like this is futile, feeling like this is something you made up, feeling deceived, feeling betrayed, all of this was leading to a new beginning. It all had to happen this way. We just have to remember, guys, keep the faith, stay the course. I send you so much love. I'm off to bed now. It's like 7 p.m. and I'm so tired. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you soon.